今天我看了一个 Oracle 的 co-founder Larry Ellison 的一个访问，我真的是迫不及待想跟大家分享一下。他说大多数人只是接受不了你的不同，我们大家一起来看一下。
There are an enormous number of people in the world who really want standard answers. They want everyone to wear their hair the same way, everyone to conduct business the same way, everyone to dress the same way, everyone to go to the same church. You know, there's a very and if you wander outside of these norms, people are highly critical because it's threatening to them. Because they're living their life one way and they believe that's the proper way to live their life. And if you live your life a different way and you answer questions differently, that makes them feel very uncomfortable. And they say, well, this person's different from I am, and then they have to say, then they simply go a little further, and they say this person's different and wrong, and I'm different and right. And so people have been, very, very critical, and people will be critical of you if you do things a little bit differently. It takes a certain amount of strength not to succumb to fashion. I try to think things through, and I try to always ask two questions about my personal policies in life. Are they fair? Are they morally correct? And do they work? So I try to reason things back from first principles. I try to think about things and come to conclusions and make my own decisions. And if other people if I've thought things through, if someone has a logical criticism that can explain to me why what I'm doing is wrong, and they can convince me, I'll change. If they really can, if they have good reasons, I'll just alter my behavior. I love it when people point out I'm wrong, explain to me why I'm wrong, and I then change. That's great. I don't want to be wrong. I would love to be right. I'd love to, and if I am wrong, I love it when people stop me. But if people just throw labels at you and throw criticisms around that are not rational, again, they basically call you names. You can't change your behavior that you think is right just because someone's calling your names, and it's not not the conventional way of behaving. Most of the time, I let it go. Sometimes people have a way of saying things that are so hurtful and so offensive, or say things that are just patently untrue, that I feel like I have to defend myself. So if someone says something that's factually in error, they just said, Larry did this, and I didn't do that, then I'll defend myself. But if they say, if it's just calling me a random name, then I forget it.
Okay, guys, you can interpret this however you want, but here's my 2 cents. I think being different is a choice. You choose to be different. And just like every other choice you make in life, there will be consequences that come with it. If you choose to blend in, meaning if you follow social norms, you'll be more likely accepted. You will have a stronger sense of belonging, and you will have a stronger sense of identity. However, you might lose your self-expression, and a strict adherence to norms can often stifle innovation and progress, as new ideas and behaviors are often necessary for improvement and growth. While conversely, if you choose to be different, then you get to embrace your individuality. You get to express your true self, leading to greater, personal satisfaction and a sense of authenticity. Different perspectives can lead to innovative ideas and solutions, driving creativity and progress in various fields. But the downside of it is that standing out can lead to social isolation and exclusion, as others may have difficulties relating to or accepting new perspectives. And that means you will be most likely met with criticism, resistance, oppression, misunderstanding, isolation, pressure, and conflict. Finding a balance between maintaining your individuality and integrating into social and professional contexts is not easy. And it's crucial because it's not black and white, it's rather a spectrum. But we'll talk more about it in the future.